guys, it's Charity from A Loop and a Hook, and today I wanted to just kind of film a life update. I've kind of been off of YouTube for around 3 months or so, almost 4. And life's just been, really crazy. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened since June, which was, second to last time I uploaded. So I just wanted to give you an update on what's been going on, and I am hoping to, start filming more videos, publishing more videos in the near future. I do feel like that's something that's more of a winter thing when I am home more, working on that, but I am hoping that I'll start filming more videos soon. So since it's been about 3 months, there's been a lot of change that's happened. Caitlin's almost doubled in age, so she's 7 months old now, which is crazy to think she is already that old. It seems like, time has gone so fast with her, growing up. It does not seem like it's been 7 months already, but it definitely has been. So that's been good. We've had a few hiccups along the way in the past couple of months with her, but everything is good now, which we are very happy and thankful about. So she is, crawling now, sitting up, all the fun stuff. She's starting to be more vocal, use her voice more, which is, it's just a super fun, exciting time where she's, really developing her personality. Super, super fun to watch. I really love it, even though it can be really tiring, especially with her taking less naps during the day. It can be tiring, but it's all worth it. So one thing in the past couple of months that has been taking up the bulk of my time has been building my business. So as many of you probably know, I finished school last August, but graduated officially in November from college for photography. And, back in June of last year, I kind of started picking up some clients on the side, sort of building a business, building my website, trying to build up my portfolio to eventually make photography something I can do on the side as a supplemental income source. So over the past 3 months, I've really been, pushing, doing a lot more, putting myself out there, doing events, doing weddings. I've done a few weddings, I've done photo, I've done video. I did revamp my website because I had started it before I had Caitlin, but it wasn't really that great. So now that I had more photos from different sessions, I went through and I redid everything, and I've just been kind of working on building my clientele. So that's really been taking up a good chunk of my time between taking care of Caitlin and taking care of the house and trying to grow and maintain my business. That's definitely been something that has been taking up a lot more time of mine. Kind of the reason why videos have been put on the side is just so I can get that up and running. So it is the second to last week in September when I'm filming this, and from this week through 3 weeks, so in the next 3 weeks, give or take, I have about, I think it's 15 or so sessions that I have booked. I have some more that I'm in the process of booking further out. I've been really trying to grow and, build my business. Building and maintaining my business has been something that has been, I don't want to say challenging in one sense, but in another sense it has been challenging. Just building a business and finding clients. I think that's the hardest part about the whole thing, is really finding the clients, because where I am located, it's very saturated with photographers of all kinds, not just wedding photographers, not just family photographers, maternity, really the market here is saturated so much. With every type of photographer, all the way from expert photographers who, have done this for years and years and years, to beginning and amateur and hobbyist photographers. There's just a lot in this area. So it's been difficult to get myself out there, because when, like, for instance, I'll post something on Facebook, you'll see 2, 3, 4 other people post. If somebody posts asking for a photographer, there's normally, 20 to 30 different people who will comment with different websites and different people who they recommend for doing the photo shoots. So it's been a process. I thankfully have been able to get some bookings, 10 to 15 in the next 3 weeks, which I am super happy with, super excited about. I had one the other night that was a surprise proposal that I did. I have another surprise proposal coming up in the next couple of weeks that I'm super excited about. That was like on my bucket list of things to photograph. As of right now, I have some engagement sessions, some mini sessions. I have a senior session booked, and then a couple different family sessions, which I'm super excited about. As of right now, I'm trying to center my niche around, family and, all things related to family. So really your classic family portraits, and even just more playful family photos, your senior sessions and your maternity sessions. I did a few maternity sessions over the spring because that was something I wanted to branch into, and I really, really love those. So I am hoping that within the next month or two, I'm able to get a couple clients who are looking for maternity photos so I can do those, because those were a lot of fun. I also just really love working with pregnant women, birth, babies, all things like that. That's just really, really fun to me. So I have been, really hoping that I can get a maternity session booked soon. But if not, no big deal, because I am doing other types of photography. So I did mention I'm doing some wedding photography. I did one wedding by myself, and that was definitely an experience. Now, I had done one other wedding as a second shooter, and this one I was by myself completely. There was no videographer. It was just me doing all the photos, and that was stressful, but it also was like I had a lot of fun. Weddings are something that I also really like. So those, that was a lot of fun doing that. The bride and the groom, they were really, really great to work with. Super happy to work with them. And because I loved doing that so much, I actually knew someone through my grandparents who they were getting married. So I reached out to them to see if, if they had a photographer, and if they did they mind me, being a second shooter. And they got back to me and they asked if I, would be interested in doing video. And I am open to doing, different things, trying new things. And with doing YouTube, I have, some knowledge of videoing, not definitely not to the level that most people would want for, wedding video, but I explained to them, I said, I have some, I'd be interested in doing that for you, and just not charging you just because it's a learning experience. So I did that, and that was something that was also really fun. Definitely more stressful than doing photography, and also on the back end, like editing the video was also something that I was not anticipating it being as hard as it was, but it was something I definitely enjoyed doing as well. So that's kind of been what's going on with photography. I know that's a lot about it, but that's really been the majority of what's been going on in my life recently. Colin is still working as a landscaper, so he's been putting in, a lot of hours every week. It's normally, I would say, 35 to 50 depending on the week and how many lawns they have. So that's been keeping him busy. He did pass his EMT exam, which he is super excited about. We're both super excited about. And so he is practicing as an EMT now. Hopefully in the winter he's going to find a job. He wants to find a job as an EMT somewhere in the local area, and do that over the winter when there's not as much work in like the landscaping business. That way we still have a steady source of income. So he's kind of just riding along now, getting comfortable being a provider. And then hopefully in the winter he'll be able to find a job, and you know, that way he can work during the winter, and still, you know, have some normalcy of having a job and going to work and all of that. So another reason I haven't been filming too much is I've kind of been at a loss for what to film exactly. I haven't been going to very many thrift stores, and when I do go to thrift stores, I normally am getting like almost nothing, which is a very good thing. I definitely appreciate that. You know, as much as I love going to stores, I also don't like spending the money. But also, I'm just going in there and not finding things that I need. And, you know, some of the items that are in the stores, you know, they're great. And, you know, even a year ago, a year and a half ago, I absolutely would have bought them. But because of the size of our apartment, and, you know, I'm gotten to the point where I know I have almost the max amount of what I can handle in this apartment. I've just been kind of going, and you know, most of the time if I pick up anything, it's like a random book that I don't have. But really, I have not been getting much, and I know I was doing a lot of thrift hauls, but I haven't been getting enough to film any thrift hauls recently. So kind of been at a loss for what to film, on top of being busy. So I'm gonna, hopefully when it gets cooler, I'm gonna do more, you know, day in the life, you know, maybe cooking videos, we'll see. So I'm planning on starting another YouTube channel for all my photography related content. That way it's just, you know, another way for me to reach people, hopefully in my local area, and gain more clients. So I'm planning on doing more videos with that, but I'm also gonna try to do videos and balance, you know, between photography and doing videos on this channel. But the next 3 weeks, I don't think you'll see another video from me, as you know, as I mentioned, with all the sessions going on that I have, I don't think I'm going to have a lot of extra time to be filming. So yeah, I think that's everything that's been going on. It's been busy and crazy, but you know, looking back over the past 3 months, I don't remember that much of it. You know, I know we went on vacation. I know Colin's been doing a lot of work. I know we've been working on my business, taking care of Caitlin. Other than that, there's not that much that really, you know, stands out to me as, you know, that happened. So that's a good thing, I guess. Nothing too eventful happened. So thank you all for watching this video. I know it's kind of all over the place, rambling, but it's just kind of been what's going on in my life, and I just wanted to update you all on that. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you for our next video. Bye.